Hey there, everyone. How are you doing this afternoon? So, hey, I don't normally record financial news in the evening, right? I save those for our 7:30 a.m. Pacific updates. But a couple of times over the last year, I've come to you the day before I expect an unpleasant day of trading, meaning some losses. And again, the futures aren't really calling for it yet. Futures are things that are trading after hours or pre-market, and that can sometimes give you a feel for what's coming. But when I look at all the information that's stacked up this afternoon, I just can't imagine that this Friday, the 26th, is going to be a good trading day. And I just wanted to share with you early what I'm seeing. So first, yesterday, KB Homes came out and greatly disappointed, right? KB Homes, first-time buyers. We have been getting new home data, signed contracts, and we started to feel really good. But unfortunately, again, KB Homes reports, and they have over a 40% cancellation rate. So remember, the difference between what was reported Tuesday, existing home sales, and Wednesday, new home sales. Existing home sales are closed contracts, done, good, finite. Wednesday is signed contracts. And what KB Homes told us Thursday or Wednesday was 40% of those didn't go anywhere. That's unbelievable. And probably, if it happened to KB Homes, probably happened up and down the stack for new home builders. Not good. Today, I told you this was coming Sunday. Nike reported earnings. And I thought that Nike would do okay. They have a great online presence, better than most brands, but they missed, and they missed bad, right? Nike's got some expensive shoes, and you don't need, it's not good in retail today. And if Nike can't bring it through with their great web channel, what does that mean for the marginal brands? Oh, not good, not good. Then, of course, we have the virus, the constant drumbeat of virus and infection rates, which I do agree. The more you test, the more results. I get it. I think we should stop talking. I think we should just nationally stop talking about cases. Maybe you keep track of it so you can watch the trend line. But let's talk about hospitalizations. Let's talk about positive test rates. Let's talk about the real stuff. Let's stop using the cases as a political weapon. There is too much of that nonsense today from both sides. When data is good, one side uses it. When data is bad, the other side uses it. And we, the American people, are asked basically to pick a side, which is very unfortunate for an independent such as myself, right? Somebody who certainly has his opinions on certain people, but I don't have a political bias, right? I'm an independent. I vote the person. And right now, the virus is a weapon for both sides, and it's disturbing. For example, the governor of New York, the epicenter of this, the one who didn't have any PPEs and all of those things, comes out today and says, hey, states, you gambled with your citizens. Ha, ha, ha. Look at me. Stop being a Democrat picking on Republicans, and Republicans stop picking on Democrats. We're all American citizens. It is the actions occurring in the U.S. in general by people of power are very disturbing. Then you have Texas and Florida basically putting a pause on their opening. That's a big deal, right? Texas and Florida were one of the first states to go, you know what? We're going for it. We're going to make it happen. And unfortunately, they have seen a rise in cases and hospitalizations, and their governors now have to pull back. I certainly hope it doesn't get to a point where they have to lock down again. That would be even locally locked down, because we are not locking down nationally again. That is not going to happen. But if Texas or Florida, even just the big cities had to lock down, that's not good. And again, Texas and Florida locking down, it's going to it's going to constrain consumers. Again, not good. Tomorrow's going to be bad. Then we have the bank stress tests. Man, I don't know how to read those other than, oh my God, not good, right? We're putting restrictions now on stock buybacks and dividends and things of that nature. How much bad debt is out there? How much risk is out there? And oh, by the way, it used to be a yearly review. It was so bad they're going to come back and look at it again this year. Dude, these bank leaders need to be canceling those dividends and getting ready for a rough ride, based on what was said there. Another thing that I think is becoming very obvious is more and more people are believing that Biden is going to take the top spot. Even though we don't hear from him, which I think is really funny, but it doesn't matter. Right now, as of today, more people think he's going to get the top spot. And if that's true, that just means the stock market's going to go lower. It just does, based on the policies. He's only told us one thing: I'm going to roll back the corporate taxes. Okay, well, that's one thing. What else are you going to do, Joe? Tell us. People want to know. Stop hiding in your basement. Tell us what's going on, right? Give people hope. Stop just saying the other guy's bad. I mean, just stop it. Another thing, right? Facebook's got a problem. Facebook has got a problem. Verizon now is pulling advertising from Facebook and Instagram, right? It was cute when it was Ben and Jerry's and some of these other ones, but now you got a freaking phone company going, enough's enough, stop hate. Who's next? I mean, you get Verizon, pretty soon you're into financial institutions, and Facebook's got a real problem, right? Another thing that I think's going on is it's all hate and fear. Where did hope go? One of the things that I remember growing up was being hopeful, right? If I worked hard, I could have a better life. Today, everybody, red, blue, man, woman, all the different colors, too much hate, too much fear, too much us against them. It's not what I thought America was. Now, you, of course, could say, hey, of course you thought that. You're a white male. I can't help that. Yes, I'm a white male, and maybe I'm just wrong. It happens all the time. Just ask my wife. But still, I remember when it was cool to be hopeful. Where did hope go? Why does everything have to be fear-based? And then just read right before I hit record that Las Vegas is now going to be requiring people to wear masks. It was optional before. There were a couple of casinos that required it, but now, given the spike, they're coming out and mandating this. So I didn't see any reason for the stocks to have a good day tomorrow, which of course means they're going to have a great day. It's just how it works, right? I'm not a stock guy. But again, you have the two companies that we talked about on Sunday, KB Homes and Nike, both reported disappointing earnings. KB Homes, man, that should have been a home run. It was painfully bad. Nike is one of those retailers that, you know what? They got a decent web presence, and they should have been able to put a decent quarter together, but they missed badly, which means all these other retailers are going to just report horrible quarters beyond anything. You have all this virus, you have Texas and Florida, you have the bank stress test, there's going to be dividend cuts. There has to be, and if dividend cuts, stock valuations go down, book value goes down. The reality that more and more people think Biden has a chance, even if you just think Biden has a chance, 2 months ago you didn't. Now you do, and if you're in the market, you have to realize the world will be different if he's elected. So what happens? And again, there is so much hate and fear and destruction going on. It's it's very disappointing. I think our leaders at the top, all of them, need to be talking about hope. Hope. Where did that four-letter word go? Right? Hope. All right. Well, again, I hope I am wrong tomorrow. I just don't see a good setup. I just don't see a good setup. So, again, I hope I'm wrong. I hope I'm wrong. I hope I'm wrong. But again, I wanted to get this recorded because I think tomorrow is going to be ugly. Take care of yourself.